It's 20 minutes after 8. Look, this is a good idea. One we haven't heard enough about. A new pilot program has been launched aimed at encouraging more apprentice electricians to finish their training. Now, in the past decade, employment for electricians has grown at 3 times the national job growth average. But at the same time, the number of apprentice electricians not finishing their training has grown by 10%. The dropout rates hit 40%. So an initiative called Energise Oz has been launched to help turn things round. In a nutshell, they say it's about managing apprentice progression. All the details are on the website, which is energiseoz.com.au, Oz, O-Z, E-N-E-R-G-I-S-E, oz.com.au. Bob Taylor is the CEO of an outfit called E-Oz, Energy Skills Australia. They were established in 1995 to develop training standards for energy industry trades. And they're the people who've put together the Energise Oz scheme. Bob, good morning.
Good morning, Alan.
I feel very guilty that we haven't even heard of it. And you've been going since 1995.
Yes, this program, the EOZ has been going since those dates, but the Energise Oz program is only a new program that's been going around about 12 months, 9 months to get the things up ready for be able to manage the program.
Right. What is the program seeking to do?
Really, the whole aim of the program really is to try and get completion rates up to around about 90%, which is achievable because a lot of our energy supply companies have that figure as part of their activities. So,
what encourages you to say that electricians will be the third fastest growing occupation nationally up to 2016-17 and the fastest outside community services and healthcare?
That's just a fact from the Australian Bureau of Statistics and also NCVR reports, which is a national research institute for vet in our sector. So what we're looking at is actually improving retention rates of apprentices, so that if there's a skill shortage, which there is, we can actually employ Australians. And
why don't they stay on, Bob?
A lot of reasons, mostly because literacy and numeracy levels really are a barrier to them.
There you are.
We have
in other words, the school system is failing them.
Well,
yes.
Let's say there's an argument about general education and training for employment, and we've had those arguments ad nauseum. The industry has those arguments with the education sector, obviously. But we do a readiness assessment to try and
bring their numeracy and literacy up to the standard that will enable them to do the course.
Correct.
You've got to do remedial teaching for people who've been compulsorily educated in our schools. Oh, don't, I'm about to fall off my chair. Let me ask you this. Supposing a mum and dad are listening to you now, and they want their child to become an apprentice electrician. 1, how hard is it? And 2, how much money will that set them back?
Really, it's not that difficult. We've got a readiness assessment on our Energise Oz website that lets them have measure their maths and physics that's required for the trade, so they can set that at any time that they would like. They can set it as many times as they like.
And they get accepted?
And they get accepted.
Then what happens?
They reach a benchmark, and then they're accepted. They go on a national register, and then what happens is the employers have that register to be able to pick and choose.
So they have to be indentured then to an employer?
Correct. It's a contract of training, not an indenture.
Okay, contract of training. So so you don't go to TAFE or something entirely separately from on the job?
No.
So you've got to be on the job?
On the job.
And when on the job you get paid, what do you get paid?
You get paid a percentage of the apprentice of the tradesman's wage, and that varies depending on your age and your circumstances, etc.
So then they last, and as you say, for 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, and pull out.
Yes.
Why then have they pulled out, do you think? What's your research show you?
The research shows us that the reason they pull out is usually the physics and maths are not what they expected.
Too difficult.
And it's too difficult, and we're trying to remedy that by saying, here's a benchmark before you go in, here's a chance to succeed rather than fail, and we'll help you get up to that benchmark to give you the tools to be able to succeed.
Fantastic. Now, what is then your shortfall?
The shortfall is around about 3,000 apprentices.
Across Australia?
Across Australia, yes.
So there are openings out there. See, I get really irritated when we're constantly pushing university education. And parents are as bad as everybody else, aren't they? Come on, you won't get to university. It's not the be-all, end-all. So you're saying there are opportunities out there for young people to enter this profession, to be an electrician, properly trained, and there are jobs.
There are jobs plenty in all the sectors. It goes from IT to communications to mining to construction, right across the board. And manufacturing. So everything's starting, as you well know, the technology is really starting to bite with electrical skills that are needed.
Yeah.
Communication.
But if our general education is bad, we are betraying these kids and denying them the expertise and the natural aptitudes which would get them into this profession.
Yes, and it's not such a hard benchmark. It's Year 10 basic physics and maths. And that's really been the traditional entry level right back before this apprenticeship was even thought of.
So if someone's been inspired by what you've said, hello, there is an opportunity for my son or even my daughter. Yes. Is that the number 1300 11 36 27?
That's correct.
Well done. Well done. Keep in touch with us, will you? Okay. I think this is an excellent initiative. Yes. Great stuff, Bob. Good to talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
The number, if you've heard what Bob has to say and you think, hello, there's an opening for my son or daughter, 1300 11 36 27. That was Bob Taylor, the CEO of Oz Energy Skills Australia. There's a website, Energise, Energise, oz.com.au, energiseoz.com.au. So you don't have to go to university. There are jobs there, and damn good jobs. 1300 11 36 27.